barrio.
Marin, and I'm el storyteller del barrio. Real stories that only I can read to you. So if you want to join us, listen up and pay attention. Buenos dias. Good morning, children.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Ese.
What's up, man?
¿Qué pasó, Ese? What story are we going to read today, sir?
Today we're not going to read a story. Today we're going to do something different.
All right, we don't have to read a story today.
But isn't reading what we're supposed to do?
Yes, this is a reading class. But today we're going to do something that's going to help you put all those electronic toys away.
What games are you going to show us? I think I have all the new video games that have come out.
I have a new video game on my cell phone. Do you want to play it, sir?
No, I am not going to introduce you to any video games. The games that I'm going to introduce you to are games that you can play with your friends, and your parents don't have to spend any money from your college fund.
All video games cost money. What games are you talking about, sir?
Are we going to play games on the computer?
Listen up. To play the game that I'm going to show you, we all have to go outside to the playground. Now, don't run. Walk quietly, and I will meet you outside.
Wow, that's cool.
Wow. How did you do that, sir?
I bet I can do that too.
Will you teach me how to spin the top, sir?
Yes, Carmen, I am going to teach all of you how to spin a top. But first I need to know, does anybody here know how to spin a top? All right, you two guys are going to help me teach the rest. We're going to get into 3 groups.
This is harder than I thought it was going to be.
Don't worry, Carmen. I know you'll learn how to spin a top.
I don't just want to learn how to spin a top. I want to win contests.
That is going to be difficult to do.
Mark and I say are going to be hard to beat.
Maybe I should learn from them.
Carmen, wait. You know the other kids won't play with us?
Yeah, they think they're too big to play with us. I need to if I want to learn how to spin a top.
This is more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be more fun when I walk away with the top prize.
Not if I'm in the contest.
Don't think you are the only ones. I'm competing too.
Get out of here, kid. You're going to hurt someone with that.
Go play jacks or something else you're good at.
Come on, Carmen. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, teach her how to change diapers on a doll or something.
I don't need them to teach me how to spin a top. My grandfather will teach me.
Primo!
No grites, asustas las plantas.
Don't scare me like that! I need to talk to you!
Vamos pa' mi chante.
How do you do that? That's my primo. He's an Indio from Tamaulipas, Mexico. He's a curandero in the making. He's the reason that we're here in San Quilmas. He's got a crazy notion that we're here to help somebody. He won't tell me who it is, but don't be afraid of him. People think he's crazy, but he's a good guy.
¿Qué te molesta?
I'm tired of being a paletero. I want to go back to LA, primo.
¿Todavía quieres ser actor?
Why not? If that fat, ugly actor, Mingo Chavez, can play me in a movie, I'm sure I can do a better job than him, primo.
¿Cómo sabes eso?
I don't know. I just hate that guy, Mingo, playing me in a movie. I spoke to our friend Chuco. He says they're going to film Lowrider Spring Break 2 in LA this summer.
Chuco. Es buena gente.
He says he's going to be here this weekend for the Centro Cultural Aslan Bajito Car Show. Maybe we could hook up and go back to LA with him. Well, as long as you don't try to kidnap him. You had to be there to understand. Or check out Lowrider Spring Break in San Quilmas. So what do you say? Let's go to LA, primo.
No, muy pronto te van a necesitar aquí.
¿Quién me va a necesitar?
Todavía no sé, pero muy pronto te van a necesitar.
Hello. Yes, this is Mrs. Garcia. Where did they find him? Thank you for calling up.
Did they find your father?
Yes.
Where did they find him this time?
They found him wandering the old neighborhood. He was trying to find his home.
Is he okay now?
Yes. But the doctor says that he's not going to allow him any more home visits. That because of his state, he's just very confused right now and that he might not even recognize us.
I wouldn't worry yourself too much. Dr. Pena hasn't even been able to diagnose him yet. Maybe after a few days rest, he'll be okay.
He says that he thinks it's Alzheimer's. Last week he was found trying to list at Fort Sam Houston. I don't even know how to tell. I'm going to tell Carmen about her grandfather. You know how close they really are.
They do seem to have a special bond.
Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm home.
Come here, Mihab. How's my big girl doing?
Not too good. Mom, do you know anything about spinning the top?
I'm afraid I never learned.
Don't look at me.
Mom, when is Grandpa going to get here?
I forgot to tell you, he's not going to come this weekend.
Is Grandpa okay?
Let's go to the kitchen. I think I have some ice cream waiting just for you.
Well, if Grandpapa can't come home, I have to go visit him because Grandpapa will not get lost like they said he would. Grandpapa knows everything. That's why I want him to teach me how to spin a top.
But you need to remember, his memory's not that good. Your grandfather's getting a little confused right now.
Don't worry, Mom. Grandpapa will never forget me. Don't worry about Grandpapa being confused. He just likes visiting the past a lot.
And I'll tell you what, tomorrow I'm going to call the doctor and we'll see what they say. And then maybe tomorrow we can visit your parents.
Marin, how are you? ¿Qué andas haciendo?
Mr. Torres, ¿cómo está, sir? Pues aquí nomás, enjoying some of your delicious tacos and thinking of my Maria. I feel for the Aztec warrior. It's sad how he lost his Itza. I don't think I could live without my Maria.
Muchos hombres no aprecian a su mujer hasta que la pierden.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to help people, and I'm going to do it in my Maria's honor. Mr. Torres, you have been very insightful.
Me da gusto verte contento.
My body.
I'm telling you, baby, I see him todo gordo, giving autographs. No, he doesn't look like me. He's too fat and I'm más papazote. I tell you, Maria, I'll be with you as soon as I talk to this Mingo Chavez. I'm telling you, they made a movie about this concert Sonny and I did in San Quilmas. I just want to tell this actor how to act more like me. What was that? Who's back there? I heard somebody call you mamacita. Carlos, I told you, I know he's not your cousin. I don't care if he's studying to be a priest. I don't want him living with you. Okay. I'm sorry. I promise. I'll try not to accuse you anymore. I love you. Bye.
El barrio, sabe ese barrio, I love it, it's alright. El barrio, San Antonio es mi barrio, baby, it's alright. El barrio, sabe que es el barrio, I love it, it's alright. El barrio, San Antonio es mi barrio. It's alright. South side, I love it. West side, when I go to LA, I go to the
Thank you, bro.
side. You know, I feel
Hi. Who would you like to sign?
So, Manuel and Rachel.
Rachel. There you go.
Thank you. You're a great actor, Danny.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. That's nice of you to say.
Welcome to Texas, ese.
Gracias.
Hey, Kelly! ¿Cómo estás, bro? How you been, ese?
Good. How about yourself? How
I'm
you
doing for good, man. Still trying to convince El Primo that we should move to LA,
Good luck
man.
with that.
Hey, was that actor Domingo Chavez here with you?
Yeah, he was here earlier, but he had to go to a car show in Houston.
Hey, I gotta go.
To Houston?
No, to the bathroom. I'll check you later, Danny.
I'm telling you, she's gonna be at the party tonight. You get more than a picture. You know, you make it out. You know what I mean, dude? So you want those 2 invitations or what?
Can't wait to see you at the party tonight.
Do you have my check?
Yeah, I got it right here. I'm gonna give it to you at the VIP party tonight.
I told you I'm not going to no party.
If you want it, you will.
I agreed to do the car show. I didn't agree to do no VIP party. So give me my money.
I don't appreciate you treating my friend like that.
This doesn't concern you, big boy.
I believe you have my friend's check. If you don't want to see me again, stay away from a friend. I believe this belongs to you, Señorita Cherokee.
How do you know me?
You live in my barrio, Señorita Cherokee.
How do you know me? Who sent you?
I'm here because you needed me.
Are you for real?
See, I am for real.
So now that you helped me, what do you want from me?
Why would I want something from you?
Because all you men are just alike. Just because I enjoy modeling doesn't mean I like to get grabbed and pawed by men.
You are mistaken about me, Señorita Cherokee. I know men today are not honorable. Most men do not know how to respect or show love and devotion to women. But I assure you, Señorita, that my heart is already promised to the love of my life. Doña María, Juanita, Benita, Sarita, Brittany, La Toya de Marin.
Wow, she's a very special person.
Sí, my Maria is very special.
So, are you serious? You would help me? No strings attached?
Sí, Doña Cherokee. All you have to do is call me, and I will hear you.
Well, I don't even know your phone number.
All you have to do is call my name, and I will hear you.
What's your name?
Baby Marin. The
Aztec warrior.
Primo! Primo! I did it! I did it, Primo! Just like you said I would. I helped somebody. Now can we go back to LA?
Es bueno, espera, espera. Es bueno lo que has hecho, pero tienes que hacer más. Hay muchas historias en el barrio y comienzan con la juventud.
My Barrio's all right with me. It's all right. I say my Barrio's all right with me. Oh, baby, it's all right. You know I'm talking about my Barrio. Hey, baby, it's all right. Talking about my Barrio.
Efraín.
Baby Marin, I'm glad you're here. I have your costume ready for you.
Thank you, Efraín. I have a feeling I'll be needing it real soon.
Good luck finding people to help. And don't worry, I'll keep your secret for you.
Sabe, es el barrio, and baby, it's alright. El barrio, San Antonio es mi barrio. I love it, it's alright. El barrio, sabe, es el barrio, and baby, it's alright. El barrio, San Antonio es mi barrio, and baby, it's alright.
Do you think it's okay for his granddaughter to come in to see him?
Well, it can't hurt. As a matter of fact, it might help, but I can't guarantee you anything right now. How are you doing today, Mr. Salazar?
Hi, Dad. It's me. I brought you another plant. How long has he been like this?
Well, he stopped communicating with us last night. We were hoping he would communicate with you.
Do you think it would be okay if his granddaughter came in to see him?
Well, it can't hurt. But have you spoken to your daughter about her grandfather's condition?
Yes. I'm just worried about her seeing my father like this. What if he doesn't recognize my daughter?
That is a possibility. And if he is confirmed with Alzheimer's, then eventually he won't recognize anybody anymore. Well, you have a good visit. I need to get to my rounds.
Grandpapa! Grandpapa! Grandpapa!
Wait, Carmen, your grandpa's still asleep.
When can I talk to him? I need to talk to him, Mom.
Well, the doctors gave him some medicine, so we need to let him rest, okay?
Well, then I will wait right here until he wakes up. You rest, Grandpapa. I will be right here when you wake up.
You've been here all day. Would you like to go get something to eat?
Yes, and we can go and call the insurance company from the cafeteria. Mija, would you like to go with us to the cafeteria?
No, I'm going to stay here to wait to talk to Grandpapa.
Okay, well, you can stay, but as long as you're quiet.
Are they gone already?
They're gone. Why don't you want to talk to them, Grandpapa?
What for? So they can tell the doctor I've got Alzheimer's disease and fill me up with pills?
Mom says they'll help you from getting lost.
What's the lost? It's that damn Agent Orange. I kept hearing voices and they were calling me. Agent Orange makes me confused, and I kept hearing voices and they were calling me, but it's not Alzheimer's disease. It's just I get confused.
What's Agent Orange, Grandpapa?
It's a bunch of chemicals that they sprayed us with in Vietnam. A lot of soldiers got very sick and many of them died.
I thought you joined the army to fight the Koreans.
Well, I did. But by the time I got to Korea, the war was over, so I came back and I got out. Then I re-enlisted in the Air Force and went to Vietnam. Those are the guys I keep hearing. Those are the guys that keep calling me, my buddies in Vietnam.
What voices? Who was calling you?
The guys I went to war with. They're the reason that I got my Bronze Star. I know they're gone, but sometimes I hear them calling me. They were my buddies, my comrades in arms. 5 of us went to war and only 2 of us came back. Vicente Guerrero, Johnny Gonzalez, and Willie Garza. They didn't make it back. They were my brothers. When they call, I have to go. I was so lost. I just couldn't find them.
Maybe they didn't want you to find them.
Then why do they keep calling me?
Mom says you were looking for your mother. Why?
I was talking to her in my dreams and I wanted to see her. My mama was smart, strong, and beautiful, mija. And you remind me so much of her. I wanted to tell her about you, mija.
But if Grandmama is in heaven, how can she meet me, Grandpapa?
I know your grandmama is gone, mija, but sometimes their spirits come to visit places that have happy memories. And she always said her happiest times were when we were together in that old house. My mother loved her garden. She called me terco because she said I was stubborn. That's why I wanted to find our old home, visit with her, and show her a picture of you and tell her not to worry about me because I have a wonderful granddaughter who looks out for me. But things changed so fast, I couldn't find our home. It's hard getting old, mija. I wish I could be young again to play with you, mija, even if it was just for one day. I love you, mija.
I love you too, Grandpapa.
Enough about me. You said you wanted me to help you with something? What is it, mija?
Oh, I almost forgot. I need you to help me spin a top. I want to win the top spinning contest that the library is having next week. Can you help me, Grandpapa?
Can I help you? Did I ever tell you that I was the best top spinner in todo el west side de San Quilmas? Let's sneak out into the courtyard and I'll show you what I can do with the spinning top.
Los niños, qué felices son, sabe el mundo de un cruel
I don't understand it. He doesn't react to any medication, but when he's around your daughter, he reacts like a young man. You know, it seems that your father and your daughter do have a very special bond.
They do. They love each other so much. She feels like her grandfather's indestructible, that he can do anything. She just doesn't understand how sick he really is.
Well, it sometimes helps to be around young people.
Did I ever tell you how I used to compete with my friends Flaco, Chico, Widow Spot, and Ray Ray? They were my best friends when I was a kid like you. They were the best friends in my old neighborhood. I had to practice a lot to beat them. That is what you need to do. Practice a lot every day. I remember Spot was always playing the saxophone. Flaco would always win when we played tops. He could knock a top out of the circle in the first try. The trick is in knowing how to wind the string. I remember Flaco never wrapped the string around the top part. Little Chico was always tagging along. He was a tough little kid. We called him Chico, but his name was Vicente Guerrero. He was one of the many brave soldiers from my barrio who died in Vietnam. I wish you could have met them, mija. They were my best friends growing up. I often wonder whatever happened to the rest of them.
I don't think you're going to beat me, Marky.
52 seconds. That was good, Jose. You are now the leader. Who's next?
I hate to do this to you, Marky.
Have you seen Carmen today?
No, I think she's too embarrassed to come and compete.
No, she is not. She's been practicing with her grandfather.
Doesn't mean she learned how to spin a top.
53 seconds. We have a new leader, people. Okay, Justin, you're next. Let's see how good you can spin a top, huh? Not bad, Justin. Not bad.
Looks like you're going to be the winner, Justin.
Yeah, Justin. Looks like you're the man, dude.
2, 53, 54, 55. Okay, we have a new winner.
Can I be next?
What? What? Carmen, I was wondering if you were going to show up.
You're too late, little girl. Not that you have a chance to beat me.
She can compete, right, sir?
Yeah, don't be scared, Justin.
That kid can even spin the top.
We did say that everyone who shows up can compete.
Well, then let her compete.
Fine with me. Give her room.
Okay, Carmen, you have to beat 55 seconds. Ready? Go!
Who says she didn't know how to spin a top?
Yeah, it looks like you're gonna have some competition, Justin.
56, 57, 58, 59. 1 minute, 1 minute 1, 1 minute 2. All right, with a 1 minute and 2 seconds, Carmen, you're the winner! And the winner of the skateboard! Yay, Carmen! Yeah, boy. I know you don't want to be on the leash, but there's a leash law, and you have to. You stay here today, okay? You be a good dog. Come on.
It's alright. I say my radio's alright with me. Oh, maybe it's alright. You know I'm talking about my radio. Hey, maybe it's alright. Talking about my radio.
Oh, I think that's baby Marin walking in. I gotta go. Hi!
How's my favorite customer?
Thank you for delivering them. This paleta's my treat for today, and this one's for tonight.
I am glad to be of service.
Oh, I heard what the Aztec warrior did for Cherokee. Tell him gracias for me.
I will.
San Antonio es mi barrio.
Maybe those guys could use my help.
Here comes some jerk on a bike. Maybe he can help us.
Hey, Pancho, you speaking English?
Paletas?
Habla inglés.
Paletas?
Just our luck. Another dumb Mexican doesn't speak any English.
Paletas?
I think he wants you to buy him an ice cream. We're looking for these young boys who live here. Do you know who they are and how we can contact them?
Paletas.
All right, give me a damn paleta. We might as well get some ice cream while we wait for these kids to show up.
I hope we can sign these kids up before Epic Records finds out.
I don't think these kids even know that Epic Records wants to sign them to a big money contract.
Still, we need to sign them before they find out.
You worry too much. These kids don't even know what's going on. We know what's going on. As long as we get to them first, we will be rich. What are you looking at, Pancho?
Paletas?
Don't worry about him. He can't even speak English.
Paletas?
I'm sure glad you boys came in today. We have an offer to make you. We're willing to sign you to a 3-year contract and pay you $10,000.
That's a lot of money. You kids can buy a lot of tacos with that kind of money.
So if you boys will just sign your name on the dotted line, we'll give you your money.
Well, it looks okay to me. I mean, we gotta talk to our manager.
Manager? You have a manager?
Yeah, he's the guy that told us about y'all.
Who's this manager? What's his name?
I believe you boys know me as Pancho. It was beautiful, primo. I think my Maria finally respects who I am.
¿Quién eres ahora?
I feel like a knight in shining armor. The Aztec warrior. The eraser of evil. Unacup's messenger. No wonder Chewy's followers are always happy.
Me da gusto que te encontrates. Ahora tienes que perseguir tu destino.
I am. I'm going to LA. Maybe I can team up with the Fantastic Four. Spider-Man. Batman. Superman. There is a lot of crime in LA. They could use the Aztec warrior. My destiny is Hollywood, primo.
Lo siento, pero tu destino está en este barrio.
What you talking about, primo?
Tu futuro.
Buenos dias. Good morning, children.
Good morning, sir. Sir, when are we going to have another top spinning contest?
Yeah, I want my rematch with that little girl.
You wanted to beat you again?
I'm glad that all of you really like playing with tops, but we're going to have a different type of contest.
Oh, but sir, I like the tops.
Yeah, it's more fun than playing video games, sir.
Let's do that again.
Yeah! It was nice learning how to spin a top with my father. I think that's the first time we did something together.
I am happy for you, Monica, and all of you. Calm down. I'm sure you're going to like the next contest that I'm going to have for you. we're going to have a kite flying contest.
We're going to fly kites.
Kites? I know how to fly a kite.
Me too.
Well, not only are you going to learn how to fly a kite, you're going to learn how to make them.
What? You expect us to make our own kites?
Yeah, why can't we buy our own kite? Yeah, why can't we just buy our own kite?
Listen up, everyone. You're going to learn how to make your own kite because next week we're going to have a kite flying contest. And the only way you can participate in this contest if you build your own kite, your own homemade kite, just like this. Tomorrow, you're going to bring me your favorite newspaper and 3 sticks just like this so that you can make your own homemade kite. Remember, this is a team effort. Don't forget, the kite flying contest is next Saturday at 10 a.m. in the vacant field behind the library.
Marin, what a pleasant surprise. I want to thank you for recommending el conjunto from Florida de Héctor Garza. They're selling real good.
Aquí le traigo el flyer del baile, ma'am, con el CD.
Ahora que va al baile, ¿me hace el favor de repartir estos flyers de la marcha de César Chavez?
Seguro que sí, ma'am. I'll pass them out to all my customers.
Did I ever tell you that I met César Chavez once when he came to San Antonio? He was a good man, and we need more men like him in this world.
Amen. ¡Órale, Giro! ¿Cómo te va, brother?
¿Cómo está?
Bien de aquella, brother.
Ey, dame razón de aquel. Están los carnales allá.
Ah, bien de aquella.
Tenis de la Paz.
No, hombre, el Chuco allá está en Calipas,
El
vato.
Chuco.
Hombre, ese vato está allá en Hollywood, vato.
Mira que está allá afuera. El Baby Marin y el Giro. Mira tú, mira.
Es todo. Una paleta, brother.
Simón,
Órale.
juega el gallo.
Es todo.
Órale,
Mira,
grupo.
tu favorite, brother. Ahí te guacho, brother. Órale. ¿Cómo estás, Mando?
Hey, Baby Marin, ahorita te vi hablando con el Giro. Están buscando gente para ayudar.
Sí, I'm passing out flyers para la marcha.
Hey, man, that's great. Why don't you leave some here? Put them on the table.
Gracias, Mando.
I don't think we did it right, Mom.
Are you sure? I followed all the directions. You don't think this kite's gonna fly?
Mom, I need Grandpa's help, Mom. He knows how to make a kite. Why can't you just let me go see him?
Told you, Godwin, we have to wait until the doctors finish running more tests on him.
Did he get lost again? Where did they find him this time?
Found him in his old neighborhood.
I need to go talk to Grandpa, Mom. He needs me. He's hearing voices again.
I'll tell you what, tomorrow I'll call the doctor and we'll see maybe we can go see him.
Don't worry, Mom. Grandpa will be okay. He just needs to talk to me about great grandma.
Los niños, qué felices son, no saben del mundo.
Did your grandfather help make that kite?
No, my mom helped me build it. I don't think it's going to fly.
Los niños, todo es puro amor.
That kite's not going to fly. I'm going to visit my grandpapa.
Dios mandó para los niños una vida sin dolor. Dios quiso que sean felices y que crezcan con amor. Ay, benditos sean los niños, los ángeles del cielo.
Your grandfather is sleeping. I don't think he's gonna wake up.
Don't worry, he's just resting. Grandpapa, Grandpapa. Wake up, Grandpapa. It's me, Carmen. Grandpapa. Grandpapa, Grandpapa. Wake up, Grandpapa. Grandpapa, wake up.
I don't think your grandpapa's gonna wake up in time to help us. Let's get out of here before somebody catches us.
Roberto, you have to help me. We need to wake him up.
How are we gonna do that?
I don't know, but we need to wake him up so that he can help us.
Carmencita, is that you, mija?
Grandpapa, you woke up.
I was dreaming I was with my buddies back in Vietnam. And I was getting ready to go home, but I kept hearing your voice calling me. And who's this young gentleman with you?
He is my friend Roberto. He came because we need you to help us build a kite. Can you help us make a kite, Grandpapa?
Can I help you make a kite? Girl, I want you to know that when I was your age, I was the best kite maker in San Quilmas.
San Quilmas? Where's that?
San Quilmas is what my grandfather and his friends call San Antonio. I'll explain later. What are we going to need to build a kite, Grandpapa? We have some strings and sticks.
You don't see any nurses around here, do you?
No.
Good. We're gonna need a copy of La Prensa.
Yeah, La Prensa. What is La Prensa?
La Prensa is a Mexican newspaper that my grandpapa reads. It is just like the Express News.
You get a copy of the newspaper, and I'm gonna sneak into the kitchen and get some baking flour. Now that we've made the glue, we can tie some sticks together with a string. And then we need to tie some string around the ends of the sticks to keep the kite together. And we put it on the paper. Now we gotta cut the paper around the edges. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now we get the glue, and we're going to put some glue around the edges. Okay, now we're finished, and we finally have a kite.
Is it ready to fly?
Almost. We have to put a lead string on it and the tail.
A tail? A kite needs a tail?
Of course, it needs a tail to keep its balance.
What are we supposed to use for a tail?
There's a blanket in the bathroom. Would you please get it for me, young man? I'm glad you came, Mika.
I'm glad I came too.
I love you.
I love you too. I couldn't find a blanket, but will this do?
Yeah, that'll do.
Have you ever been in a kite flying contest when you were a kid?
We had many in my old barrio. We had our own competitions. We competed to see who could fly his kite first, the highest, and flying it without moving more than 10 feet. We were all good kite builders. But the best times were when the paletero would come by. I think that was the only time Spot would put his sax down. Chico was a good, tough little kid. His name was Vicente Guerrero. Did I ever tell you he was one of the first to die in Vietnam? I often wonder whatever happened to the rest of them. They were my best friends.
All right, let's get this competition going. Ready? Go! Hola, Mr. Escalera, ¿cómo está?
Bien, señor Marin, ¿cómo ha estado?
Muy bien. Quería ver si me daba permiso de poner un post de la marcha que va a pasar downtown, allá en la puerta.
Seguro que sí.
Gracias, ma'am. Y acuérdese que sí se puede.
Vámonos, Resti.
Ándele, ahí la miro. Gracias.
Baby, it's alright. You know, I'm talking about my radio. Hey, baby, it's alright. Talking about my radio.
¿Cómo está, Mr. López? ¿Cómo ha estado?
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Qué andas haciendo por aquí?
Pues ando dejando flyers para la marcha. Quería ver si podía dejar unos aquí.
Sí, como no, hombre, pero ya tengo unos ahí.
Ah, pues está bueno. El viernes va a haber un baile. Te invito en Arturo's Ballroom con los enmascarados.
Está bien, sí.
Bueno, pues me voy porque ando dejando los flyers, Mr. López.
Okay.
Have a nice day, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dale.
Cada vez que yo te miro
amables amigos, aquí estamos nuevamente en la lucha libre de All Star Southwest Championship Wrestling. Vamos al ring donde el legendario luchador y voz de Southwest Championship Wrestling, David Cantu, nos presenta a los luchadores.
Amigos, bienvenidos a la lucha Southwest Championship Wrestling, donde ponemos todos nuestros esfuerzos para complacerlos a ustedes, nuestros aficionados de la lucha libre. Para darles más detalle de la lucha que siga más, se la vamos a pasar el micrófono a Alberto.
It's an exciting night tonight, fans. Even the weather's working its way into the show porque ya va a comenzar la bronca. El rudo es acompañado al ring por una hermosa modelo. Su contrincante esta noche será nada más que el nuevo fenómeno de la lucha libre, un joven que sorprende con su rapidez.
¡Órale, raza!
Acompañado al ring por la bellísima modelo Cherokee. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, el Cruz Diablo is fast becoming a fan favorite here at All Star Southwest Championship Wrestling. Remember, every Wednesday night, live from San Antonio, Texas, on your Mexican television station, we bring you the best in All-Star Southwest Championship Wrestling. Ahí vemos al Tito Sánchez, listo para parar el rayo, que es el Cruz Diablo. El Tito no tiene vergüenza, no tiene vergüenza. Él quiere ganar y no le importa que sea cobardemente. Es imposible, qué falta de respeto para una dama. No, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of disrespect, no, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of disrespect is unforgivable. How can any gentleman do this? ¿Pero qué es esto? No puedo creer lo que estoy viendo, amigos. El Tito no tiene vergüenza. No tiene vergüenza. Él quiere ganar y no le importa que sea cobardemente. ¡Wow! ¡Qué acción!
Oh, that's not the way to treat ladies! ¡No le ves que respetes mujeres!
El barrio San Antonio es mi barrio. I love it, it's alright. El barrio.
¿Cómo tuvo la junta?
It was great, primo. Dolores Huerta sends her regards.
Me da gusto que vas a participar en la marcha. ¿Qué te molesta?
Cesar Chavez is a good example of a hero that has dedicated his life to the poor farm worker. The farm workers. They're the ones who put food on our table and Americans treat them like animals.
Por eso es importante la marcha. César Chávez fue un hombre muy especial y no debemos olvidarlo. Tú tienes que educar a los niños de gente buena La juventud debe saber de hombres como Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Martin Luther King y César Chávez.
Settle down, everyone.
You think we're gonna win the type?
Listen up, everyone. I have a very important meeting I need to go to.
We want to fly kites again.
I still can't believe they won the contest. They need to have another one.
Now that you know how to fly your kite, you can practice for next year, because that's when we're going to have the second annual kite flying contest. I'm going to give you the schedule for next week. Those are the titles of the books I want you to read while I'm gone.
These books are all about marbles.
Yeah, what's up with that, sir? I think his sir has lost his marbles.
Very funny, Jose. Now that we've had the laugh for today, let's get serious, okay? Pay attention. The reason that I want you all to read about marble games is because we are going to have a marble shooting contest. We are going to shoot a game called El Caracol.
What is El Caracol?
El Caracol is a marble game of skill and talent, but mostly finger dexterity. El Caracol is like golf, except we only use 5 holes. Marbles instead of balls. We use our hands instead of clubs. I have an important meeting at the police department. Then I have to go to a car show in Dallas. When I get back, then we'll go outside and practice. Got it? Any questions? I'll get back with you when I get back from Dallas.
Rosita, ¿qué le pasa? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Oh, I must have passed out when I was trimming the trees. Oh, thank you, Mr. Marin. Thank you. Oh.
With all due respect, Doña Rosita, what are you doing cutting these trees? You should have your sons or your nieces or your nephews help you.
Maybe they would, if I had any. I'm sorry to say, I don't have anyone. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. I can take care of myself. I've been doing it for over 70 years. And I'll be okay. I just need to slow down, and I'll cut those limbs tomorrow.
No, you won't. This is a job for the Aztec warrior. He will trim the trees for you. You just need to get some rest. Let me help you up. You were 17 when he joined the army?
He joined because my parents would not let us get married. The last time I saw him was in 1952, and he went to Korea. He was only 18 years old.
And you're still waiting for him.
Love does that to you. And I have never given up hope that one day that my Francisco will return.
Did he ever write to you?
Yes. And my father burned up all of his letters. He even told him that I was going to get married.
And you never married. Didn't have any children.
He did promise to return. He loved plants. And that's why I work in the garden so much. So it'll be beautiful when he comes back.
Private Francisco Cisneros.
Baby Marin, hold on. I'm glad you came in. Come on in. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
Long time, hermano.
Hold on, this is my new office. Excuse the mess. Let me get you a chair. Aquí traigo una silla.
I've been keeping up with your career, Detective Salinas. La Raza's proud of you, Armando. How are you and Monica doing?
Not good. She never came back after she went to school in Colorado.
Too bad. I always thought y'all were meant for each other.
So did I. But it didn't work out. But all's good. I've had more time to work on my career.
Detective Salinas. I still get a chill, man, every time I say it. Detective Armando Salinas. A lowrider turned detective. You still work on lowriders?
Not as much as I would like to. I sold the Oldsmobile after the car show. But I'm working on a 1959 truck. A friend of mine in the military did a record check on Francisco Cisneros and was able to track down his last military address to Fort Sam Houston, here in San Antonio. He was able to get some good information on Mr. Cisneros. Records state that he enlisted in the Army May 3rd, 1952. He was shipped to Korea after our basic training on August 3rd, 1952, and was wounded on January 3rd, 1953. He was awarded the Purple Heart Medal and was honorably discharged from here September 3rd, 1955. Someone wrote here, nice man with a broken heart.
Did they happen to write a phone number or an address?
I do have his last known military address, and it's right here in the Alamo City.
Buenos días, Private Francisco Cisneros.
Yes, sir.
When our friend, Detective Armando Salinas, told the news media how the Aztec warrior helped Doña Rosita, they wanted to put him in a PSA for television.
Ya ves, no tuviste que ir a Hollywood y vas a estar en televisión.
Baby Marion, ¿y por qué piensa tanto? Mr. Martínez, ¿cómo está, sir? Bien. Oiga, usted conoce a Doña Rosita, ¿verdad?
¿Cómo que sí? I heard about her in the Soldier Boy. Is it true the Aztec warrior's going to help her out?
It is. He did get them back together. That's why I'm here. I wanted to ask if we could use the Stardust Ballroom to have their wedding.
Hijita, can you come over here? What do you think, Mita?
Simón, Grandpa.
No se te olvide decirle a tu maestra por qué llegaste tarde.
Don't worry, Grandma.
Saliendo de la escuela se viene a la casa.
Don't worry, Grandma. I'll go straight home. Don't worry.
¿Por qué lloras?
Es que me gané la lotería.
Tú lloras de alegría.
Lloro porque gané, pero no soy de ciudadana de aquí. Soy de México y no tengo papeles para colectar la lotería. Y necesito $10,000 para el hospital de mi niña. Mire, este es el tiquete. Vale $1,000,000, pero no puedo colectarlo porque no soy de aquí. No, estoy haciendo a dar a mitad de la ganancia si alguien me ayuda.
Excuse me, why is she crying? Does she need help?
Llora porque se sacó la lotería y no puede colectar porque no es de aquí.
Oh,
es de México.
she's crying because, well, she won the lottery, but she can't collect it because she's not a citizen? This is the winning ticket. This is worth $1 million. I can cash it for her tomorrow, but I don't have $10,000 to give her until I cash it.
Yo nada más tengo 5,000.
I have $5,000. Why don't you withdraw your money and then I'll go get mine and we'll give her the money for the hospital today and she'll give us half the earnings when we cash the lottery ticket. Here, you hold on to that. I trust you with $1 million lottery ticket till tomorrow morning. Why don't you all ride with me? I'm parked just around the corner.
No tienes vergüenza. You have no shame taking advantage of the elderly, aprovechándose de los ancianos.
Cut. That's a wrap.
The new superhero has just finished filming a PSA warning senior citizens about the lottery scam being used to steal their money. Remember, don't be fooled by this or any other scam. And for those of you who would dare steal from the elderly, beware of the Aztec warrior. I am Ana María Conchita Camelia Verónica Salinas de Gotari Smith, reportando live desde San Antonio, Texas.
Los niños, todo es puro amor.
This is more difficult than I thought.
Don't worry, we've got a week to practice.
And the star said it was going to be easy, but I can't seem to get it right.
Hey, maybe your grandfather can help us.
Yeah, my grandpa knows everything. He'll help us. You want to go visit him?
Una vida sin dolor. Dios quiso que sean felices y que crezcan con amor.
Where do you think he is?
I don't know. He's supposed to be here. Mom said he's not allowed to leave on his own. I need to go tell my mom that Grandpa's not here.
Okay, Trooper, that's it. You're through. Go take a shower. Don't forget to do your sit-ups now.
Tony.
Hey, baby, what's going on, man?
Pues aquí nomás, sir. I wanted to apologize for interrupting your training here.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
I came to pick up the information for the fight you're going to be having, the publicity, para llevárselo a la prensa con Tino Durán.
All right, hold on just a second. I got it right here. Baby Marin, this is the guy I've been talking to you about. This is Emmanuel Ledesma, better known as Trooper. Here's a kid that served 2 terms in Iraq. He's a war veteran. He turned professional. And to me, he's up and coming. This guy is going to be sensational. Here's a guy that's going to headline some of these shows in the near future. Good-looking Oscar de la Hoya type. And here's a guy that can really fight. Good-looking kid, young. And this is what San Antonio needs. So here you are with a poster. Take it over to Mr. Duran en la prensa.
I'll do that.
All right, champ.
Tony, thank you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, baby Marian. What are you doing here, Vato? It's good to see you.
Pues aquí nomás.
What
aquí
brings you
nomás.
over?
Tony Ayala anda haciendo una boxing promotion.
My God, that's great. Trooper Ledesma. Oh, that's going to be a great fight. Give my regards to Tony. Let me look at this thing. Tell Tony that I'll have it in there. I'll talk to my editor and we'll get it in there. It's done.
Thank you, Mr. Duran.
Quite welcome, Vato. Give my regards to Tony, por favor.
God bless you.
God bless you, Vato.
Thank you very much.
Take
sir.
care, Vato. Thank you. Thank you. Órale.
Why doesn't Grandpa wake up, Mom?
Dr. Fenia says he's in a coma, mija.
What's a coma?
It's like being asleep, She can't wake up.
But Grandpapa always wakes up when I talk to him. Why won't he wake up? Can't he hear me?
Well, we're just going to have to wait until the doctors run more tests on him.
Pero muy pronto te van a necesitar.
Carmen, we need to go talk to el primo.
Es serio donde se encuentra tu abuelo, Carmen. Él está cansado y las voces que oye se lo quieren llevar a su descanso final. Él busca la casa donde dejó sus mejores memorias para descansar.
My Grandpapa always talked about the home he grew up in. He's just never been able to find it.
Tu abuelo está cansado y ya se siente viejo. Él ya está listo para cruzar el más allá.
I don't want him to go. What can I do to keep him here?
Esta es la casa que él busca. Aquí fue donde él se crió. Solo la juventud lo puede ayudar. Su juventud y la tuya lo pueden despertar.
How can I get his youth so it can help me bring him back?
No te apures, el guerrillero azteca te va a ayudar.
San Antonio es mi barrio. I love it, it's alright. El barrio, sabe, es el barrio. And baby, it's alright. El barrio, San Antonio es mi barrio. And baby, it's alright.
Do you know my grandfather?
Terco. Oh. Terco. 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 Oh, sí, terco. Yeah, sí.
El barrio, sabe, es el barrio. I love it, it's alright. El barrio, San Antonio es mi barrio.
Terco.
It's alright.
Terco.
El barrio, sabe, es el barrio. I love it, it's alright. El barrio, San Antonio es mi barrio. Ah, baby, it's alright. Southside, I love it. West side, when I go to LA, I go to the east side. You know, I feel at home there, 'cause that's my barrio. Hey, baby, it's
Do you know my
alright.
grandfather?
El barrio, mi barrio,
Terco.
el barrio,
Terco.
mi barrio.
Terco, come here!
Grandpapa,
Terco.
wake up, Grandpapa.
Terco.
You can't
Terco.
leave me here. Promise
Terco.
to teach me how to play marbles. Wake up, Grandpapa.
Oh, mija. Oh,
You woke up,
I'm here.
Grandpapa.
Yeah, I was dreaming. I was looking for my mother's house. I kept hearing voices. They were calling me back. I don't know who they were, but they kept calling me back. I was almost home, mija.
I'm going to take you home, Grandpapa. I found your home. I found it.
You found it? Thank you so much, mija. I love you. The house has changed. This room wasn't here before. This is not my mama's house.
It has changed. El tiempo cambia todo. Just step outside.
Thank you, mijita, for bringing me home. This is beautiful. This is my mama's garden.
I love you, Grandpa.
I love you, mijita. We've been waiting for you. Is that you, Flaco?
Yeah, we heard your granddaughter needs some help learning how to play marbles.
Güero.
Where did you come from?
We wanted her to learn from the past, so that's why we're here.
Ray! It's good to see you.
We're here.
Spot! My man! Good to see you!
Let the games begin.
We made 5 holes in the ground and called it El Caracol, or poison. We would throw marbles to see who could get it closer to the line. Whoever got it closest to the line without going over was first. Ray was always first. He could get it in the first hole in the first try. Ray was the best marble player in our barrio. Flaco was good at everything. He could spin a top, build a kite, or play marbles. Spot was a good marble shooter when he was not playing his horn. Güero was from New York. He moved into the barrio by choice. I was not a good marble player. That's why they came to help me teach you. Thank you, mijita, for bringing me home. This is my garden of Eden.
I've been waiting a long time for you.
Chico. Chico?
I hope you like Barrio Tales. And remember, you don't have to be a superhero like me or go very far to help someone. Remember to return your library books because I will be visiting your library very soon.
Yeah. Yes. my barrio. It's alright. My barrio's alright with me. It's alright. I say my barrio's alright with me. Oh, baby, it's alright. You know I'm talking about my barrio. Hey, baby, it's alright. Talking about my barrio.
Es todo.